Hi, my name's Lisa and I've been teaching the FCE class this week at Inforum. This week we've been looking at travel and holidays. First of all, we learned how to use our past verbs. One really hard verb form that we talked about this week was our past perfect verbs. Now, look at this. If I'm in the present, but before I lived in Australia, what did I do before Australia? That's when we can use our past perfect. So I could say, before I lived in Oz, which is Australia, I had travelled to New Zealand, which we say NZ, New Zealand. Okay, so our past perfect had travelled, had plus your V3. So basically it's the past of the past. The other thing we learnt this week about travel and holidays are using extreme adjectives. So we want our strong adjectives. We want to be more descriptive. For example, instead of saying, oh, it's hot today, we learned how to say, oh, it's absolutely boiling today. Boiling means very, very hot. See, it's very important in FCE to use stronger language and more descriptive language. The other thing we learnt with adjectives are called compound adjectives. This is where you put two words together. For example, hand, which is a noun, made, which is a verb. So the adjective becomes handmade. For example, when I travel, I love buying handmade crafts. Okay, the end of the week was very important. We had to write a review about a restaurant. So I got my students to use their past verbs, their past perfect verbs, their extreme adjectives, and their compound adjectives to write a really good review about a restaurant or cafe that they would recommend going to in their city or country. Then today, on Friday, they presented their reviews to everyone in the class. Everyone thought their reviews were amazing because they used the strong language that's so important to pass the FCE exam course. Okay, so that's what we learned this week in FCE at Inforum. So goodbye, have a good weekend. I'll see you next time.